Let me tell you a little something about me. I see you from the side, the murder piece. Yeah, it's like that. We just were born to get to y'all. It's a rap whack. Don't you tell no, I am screaming. In the neighbor, y'all decapitating G-mans, counting up the bounty with more shade. He say walking and talking, I'll be like, okay. Respect your parents, check. He be in humble check. Be like David, continue snap and break a neck. Say, watch me wreck. 1,000 off Amalek. They did cross the door without breaking a sweat. Hey, cause them men you love me, baby, keep your respect. I pay my dues, I always say, he cut me my check. I'm in ease, enjoy the rain and dew season, going to the waterfalls. Hey, who do you believe in? Tonight, listen most of rock, enough fire to purge your whole rock. So all keep me hot, I'm in the zone. You can phone me at 1-800 sitting on King David Throne. I'm a son of man, burning through a white man's suntan. Cameras like 6 saying, huh? TK Clan. TK Messiah. Call me Messiah. I got what you desire. TK Messiah. Call me Messiah. I got what you desire. Did I do that? Kicking just causing commotion. You got mad, but keep giving me free promotion. That's your teeth, you know this, you know that. You emotional, I got you when you're feeling glad. Y'all send me apart from the lukewarm. I'm a problem, dog, calm before the storm. Where I get this from, I'm never tired of holding my breath. Diving in waters, feeding your head, raw, choking your bowels, one against a million meteor showers, till I rise and blossoming like a flower. Now I'm a science. Out to your hour, all this beat busting, roasting like it's high beats. All the 4 winds, front door, timber, guard, code, and priest. Now planets coming to existence, flaming the menorah. I find myself within ways, my turn back out to the Torah. And it's the wind, the match flame. Born again, married the wisdom, but the stars following the TK clan. TK Messiah. Call me Messiah. I got what you desire. TK Messiah. Call me Messiah. I got what you desire. Call me Messiah. TK Messiah. We got that fire name, how I come Messiah. Me. Larger than the Gulf Harbor. Yeah. Take down the Lone Star like notes, angelic quotes, twist the post, roast, squash roast, even though learn a lot from the dirt. Blood shirt, living through a curse, extended next dimension with his verse. Listen, the vision took first, saw Marvel, Apex Slaughter, ran the Charger, larger than the Gulf Harbor, between the water, come harder, well stimulated, awaken nation, avoid bacon, outrage Jason Statham, racist, in the sun baking, skin flaking, spread seed after green raking. Kill your degrees, Mason, and make fun. Run like a mountain leopard. Press hard, retard shepherd. Heal the leper. Black mask like Elvis. Steppers on the dance floor. The brands raw. Spit it down like tile saw. Turn the clouds off so you can feel the blue. Who? Seen bitch news, must have been acid drops in fish shoes. The game's cold. Elijah rolls. Glider off the top. The wind blows. Dust and snow. Ribs broke. Still stoked. Refined blokes. The Howard knows that. Almighty enhance rhymes, lightning, see him shine, ever brightening. The new camps and proof champs, rip from rain dance to the camp. Now keep a Malachi spin. Volcano go rock again. The home split. Burnt don't sin. Hear the bones, the mere men. Told y'all, burn alcohol. Blaze Molotov, hands gloss. Chop down the clan of the cross. Experience lost like Zach Randolph. What's the deal? What?
It's out there, you just gotta feel it. Flowing through the mind. Always in my shirt I find. I'm seeing sounds and reading thoughts. Spreading words when truth is taught. I observe with my inner man. Understanding to make him stand. Please, to holler a car, give it a power. To aim straight, this narrow is the path. But wide is the gate in the battle with the hungry man. The session never ceases. We use the shield and favor to wash away all the pieces. Living in those filthy roads and living a lie. The one on the goals first on the try. Lifting up high from below beneath where the bodies don't glow. We put the holes in the wall all show. No soul can be killed. Extreme and die. Metaphysics in the hands of the wizard. Now cursed be the man who's standing on his own intellect. We raising swords for the stiff neck. They keep on calling to Barbie, balling on types of story and waiting on strangers. Straight sheep, banished to the dark creek. Defeats on purpose, objects of the worthless. Abandonment strange on the surface. Self-serving, perhaps is observing the war. Bitterness so deep that the floorboards really lift greedily. Of dry words or vessels in the dark of the growth from the low levels. Still begging on hard, even though they're still scarred. Distant soldiers confused. Upright from the calling as pastures turned out green from the calling.
They tell you right at this again. I mean, they were spitting words with the bread. Learn knowledge and wisdom is the key to no sin. Living spot right here of the Howard again. I got promises of peace and enough to inspire. Cause I'm born against y'all just teaching my fire. Only used to rap about money, cars, and them hoes. Now I'm telling you the things all in. I said, told I'm the holla. From the shower, what it be? That's why I hear the top on my cool. And it's free, spit like clap. Get to your dog, let me neck boom. Killing 1,000 with just a donkey jawbone. My language filled with silver gold wall painting. Living from my skin, you be taller than me. You be like, Yahweh, your power, you the son of Jacob. Thinking you found me, but keep it simple, man. I to the run of me, you find me. Posting with more shit, smoking on, nobody's green. Don't want to die, his name is even. Say I just laugh out and say your name all day. I'll be like, Yahweh. Yeah, what? Yeah, everybody,
Give me 2 more minutes, people. 2 more minutes. Two more minutes will be starting. What's up, EMG? What's up, Frank? We start real soon. Hit that like, people. Call me Jonathan, dipping my hand in the beehive honey, right there purple scarlet like a mummy. Putting away all alien cars, crossing over Trashad. I know that mine's a dog, that shit blood on the floor. I'm a 10th dog, high priest and king, magistrates assembly. Come get this elite ministry. But you know by me. Gathering intel, past degrees, gave us a leap. I was born in sin, not Trey Tail put in. High position of making Yasharal great again. I got dividends, 10,000 camels, precious war oils in hand. Watched by 100,000 mighty men. I got 50 scribes, but not too many wives. Just enough to secure my Israelite kingdom line. For me, it's fingers and trumpeters. Everything solid gold from my floors to my chandeliers. I see a red velvet, silk robes, drinking cucumber water, transported from Jericho. Just extensions on edges and all. Commandment on my chest plate. I replace King Saul. Yahweh should be all your first fruits and grains. Fed up your lambs, like you may get rain. My daddy's name is Jesse. He planted me in dry land, plucked me out the sea of reeds. I walk on gold floors, silver for all my daughters, imported from my battle takers in Salvador. My shit is on call, outside ready to roll high. I got if you rule 364 high. And you know how I built the temple in the little Hebrew high. I wrote shit to he goes in the art by two like on the zoo. Cleopatra sponsored me. Spices on camels and coffee beans because unsurpassed wisdom was given to me. My stone is made of gold and ivory. You got to walk 6 steps to reach it, plus 2 lines posted beside me. My high piece collected sheets, cavalry on guard, swimming rising above the palm trees in the courtyard. I worship him alone. I put the death idolaters of sacrilege. I'm anointed by Yahweh, prince of his heritage. Everything I say is spiritually inspired from the Father heaven sent. I'm not greedy, just want your first fruits and 10%. Listen, I'm not a prophet, just a king. Holding my fist up so you all nations can kiss my pinky ring. My rulership is everlasting. But unlike the president, I'm only humble, living among my servants. With my king, easy, all in and out, no in between. To put the world, I need 100 skins on Philistines. Everywhere I tread is my Latin heritage. Because I crush idols, prescribe the booty to Yahweh every sin. I want to see if I catch a trespass in the law, moving boundaries. I'm killing a whole lot in the on a tree, the line of the land. Every Sabbath day weekly, the way is chilling, hit this weed with me. My own closet full of linen turbans and breastplates. Stolen in silk case, sandals made of rattlesnake. My chains on call, outside ready to roll. I got it from Rule 364. Hey, Cody Doe, you know he he goes in the art by 2 like an old zoo. Thanks. Let's go. Where my TURNTTALLY holy? We in here. This ain't for show. No blood raw. Too real. Tell me how you feel. No blood. Oh, what's happening, baby? Let's get some music, baby. Let's get into this. Welcome to the first edition. Hold on. First edition of Wit Turnt, baby. Let me get my sound right. We're going to get to a few news today. We got Mike Norvell Some Mike Norvell news I'm gonna get into. You got Chubba Purdy practicing. Make sure you hit that like button. Welcome to TURNTTALLY Address. It's your boy TURNTTALLY, the #1 no fan in the no universe. And if you think you know somebody better than me, you're doing this. Boy, stop. You're conquered over here. What's up? Yeah, Frank. What's up, Frank? What's up, Ken? Prime time in the building for real. Duval. What's good, y'all? Hit that like button, please. EMG, Ken Drip. The No Bloods, baby. Let's get into this. I'm going to have a smoke first. You know what it is. It's been an interesting week. How y'all feeling about this game coming up against Miami? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling out there in the old nation? We good, y'all. Let people doubt us. Let them doubt us. Right? Get that smoke up in ya. Boy, say I got bars. Thanks. You feeling optimistic? What's up, Island Boy? Hit that like, people. Thanks for showing up, y'all. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. Now, I got a few things for you. We're going to get to some speech. You know, the usual thing. Just enjoy the show. I got some information for you. I found out Chubba Purdy at practice. We're going to get into that. Matter of fact, we're going to get on that first. We're going to get on Chubba Purdy to see what's going on. We're going to get on that first. Chubba Purdy. Chubba Purdy. All right, Chubba Purdy practice. This article was put up 6 hours ago. I'm just seeing it for the first time. You got that burnt Wit Turnt? I need one of my own show back like the good old days. That's how this channel was built, right? On my own, right? So it's good to have one day on my own anyway. That way I can be myself. I ain't got to worry about nobody cutting me off and all that silly. It's good. I can just talk. All right. Florida State quarterback Chubba Purdy is back practicing, albeit on a limited basis. I might turn this music down. On a limited basis. The former four-star freshman signal caller suffered a broken collarbone to his non-thrown arm in the preseason and is approaching the timeline in which he was initially projected to return. Offensive coordinator Joey Dillingham said on Tuesday that all 4 quarterbacks, FSU has 4 scholarship quarterbacks, receive reps in the morning practice. The extent of participation was not specifically clarified by Dillingham. It sounds like the true freshman is being monitored closely during practices and isn't undergoing full contact at this time. He should have been going contact at any time. Still getting back to practice in any capacity and throwing is an encouraging step for a talented dual threat signal caller who has the potential to possibly impact FSU offense early in his career. He said he could return soon. Coach Mike Norvell said last week, we all know that. Hassan Nasruddin is listed as a co-starter for this week against Miami, which is good. So it looks like he's going to play. 2 other names to keep an eye on are Kendo or Devontae Love-Taylor. Norvell was relatively vague when discussing the 2 projected starters on Monday. We're excited to see how they progress through the week, Norvell said. We'll see how that goes throughout the course of the practice the next few days. Today, you go there, hit that like button. What's up? Yeah, Mike. What's up, Mike? No blood raw, baby. You would burn with turn. Hit that like button, baby. Hit that like button. Now, I'm gonna put this down real quick. And we're gonna hit that like. Now we're gonna go through am I frozen? Am I frozen, y'all? Am I jumping, y'all? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hey, tell. All right, y'all. I'm iPad now. Y'all can go a day. Y'all on it every damn day. Off the iPad, Drew. Am I jumping? I'm still jumping real bad, ain't I? I'm good. On my side, it looks horrible. Hold on. Hit that like button, people. Am I jumping? Let me, I'm gonna close and come back. Dang it, Joe. What's up, Jay Gutter? It's a lag, isn't it? It's a lag, isn't it? Is it real bad, y'all? How is it? How is it, y'all? I might need to close and come back. Okay, we good. We good. We good. We good. All right. Hit that like, people. Hit that like. Yeah, it's better now. It's better. All right. Now I'm going to get to. Hold on. Hit that like, people. Hit that like. We're going to listen to some podcasts. So Chubba Purdy's looking pretty good. He's out there throwing, so that can't be a bad thing. It can't be a bad thing, right? Also, look out for my video tomorrow. I'm going to do the weekly video tomorrow as well. Be on the lookout for that. Hit the like button. You burnt with Turnt on Tuesdays. Boy, stop. I'm going to do this every Tuesday, baby. There ain't no stopping. Let's see. Give me 1 minute. Let me get my notes together. So let me get my notes together. Where is that? Okay, here we go. On the bench. That's not it. Where the hell are they? Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, we're going to go on. I'm going to take y'all here first. Hit that like button. Welcome to the show, baby. Welcome to the show. All right, here we go. Welcome to the show, y'all. Hit that like button. Head coach. Hold on. Hit that like, people. Hit that like. Where is that? Where is that? Here we go. Here we go. Let's watch some of Mike Norvell. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm going to try to put y'all to sleep. But hit that like. Hopefully it's worth some good information.
Our preparation and that meeting was in, our video crew did an extraordinary job. I was able to have access to multiple cameras on both fields to be able to kind of go back and forth, in real time for what was going on at practice, and through speakers, communicate with coaches from things that I was able to see, and I thought all in all it was it actually went pretty smooth. We had our normal virtual meetings. for myself, adding into our team meeting virtually, was able to lead that meeting, was in, all of our other meetings that we had, collectively, our group special teams, as well as, being able to have the flexibility to move around through the individual meetings as well. So it's not ideal, but, being able to make the most of it, I think that's one of the great things about technology, and, really just, as we were going through the whole quarantine, we talked about sometimes, the greatest challenges bring along some of the best blessings, and, the blessing of understanding and developing comfort and how it can operate virtually, and the things that we can get accomplished, I think definitely has prepared me for this moment in what we're having to go through.
Hey, Mike, David Hale with ESPN. First off, you're setting a very high standard in Zoom attire for the rest of us, who many of them probably not even wearing pants right now. So congrats on that. What was the response that you had when you found out about the test results? And did you have like a protocol in place already in the event that this would happen?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a plan in place if anybody, any member of our staff or organization, if this was to occur, kind of what that next step was going to be. Obviously I was, surprised by the result. Obviously, it's saddening, and, hurts that I don't get to be around our guys for the next 10 days. Immediately went and, did a follow-up test, and had my wife and daughter. They also went and got tested, and that's probably one of the biggest challenges, is that being at home and being isolated, not being able to give a hug to my daughter or wife, and just the.
All right, I'll fast forward a little bit. I don't can take so much of this.
But then still, some of the positive things.
Are you watching the practice on TV somehow? Is it computers? What's that setup?
Because you want to be home in time for dinner.
Hit that like button, people. You burnt with Turnt, baby. Burnt with Turnt Tuesdays. Let's get it. Shut up, cat.
Runs through my computer, and so that's it's a pretty good setup. Have access to be able to go to different cameras. As practice is going on, and it's it was something that I was unsure how easily and functional it would operate, but it's actually it was pretty good, and being able to run through that last night sets up for tomorrow morning's practice, for us to be able to go through and execute that at a high level. So I'm excited about obviously what technology allows us to do, and just go about business as usual as we possibly can.
Hey, on game day, will you be able to do much of anything? And also, I guess Coach Thompson, was this one of the real main reasons you wanted him on the staff, to be kind of a guy that could, not that you knew this was going to come, but just have somebody very familiar with you and how you want to run things?
Absolutely, and I'll be able to kind of serve my role up until the guys leave the hotel. We already have things in place for me to be able to be there virtually with them. Obviously I won't be able to do anything with our players in person. You'll hear this week, and we're still exploring all options of being able to you remain isolated and doing the things that I have to do through protocols. And so, but when it comes to the in-person head coaching responsibilities, and obviously coach, and he's done a remarkable job in his opportunity as a head coach. When he was at Abilene Christian, did an extraordinary job with that program and leading men, and that's something that I think is one of the greatest greatest talents of Chris Thompson, is just the way guys respond to him. He's got an unbelievable heart. He's a great teacher. A very pure soul when it comes to every aspect of what he does, and I knew that I wanted him a part of this staff, not only for what he brings X and O's, but just that leadership in every other area as well.
Coach, this is Jake Stofan with Capital News Service. There's been some criticism of the sort of poor adherence to some of the social distancing measures at the home game, the first home game. The president has announced that he'll be implementing some new policies and procedures going forward when it comes to home games. What was kind of your takeaway from what you saw up in the stands during the first home game, and what are some of the changes you would hope to see coming going forward?
Well, honestly, I didn't really look in the stands a whole lot throughout the course of the game. So, obviously our focus is what was going on between the white lines there throughout the course of the contest. And, there's a lot of things that are in place for our players and coaches, and that being the first game and just the overall operations.
All right, I think we got a gist of that.
Move into the sidelines as the primary play caller. I guess how much confidence do you have in him assuming that role?
I've got the ultimate confidence in Coach Dillingham.
All right, so Dillingham calling the game.
I know that the responsibility that he might add.
Dillingham might get it. I don't know
if I'm not able to be a part of it. He's gonna be fully ready for it, and he's gonna do an extraordinary job with it. So we've worked together for a long time, and very similar in regards to thought process and ways to attack. And so, it's I've got the ultimate confidence of what that will look like and will be.
Yeah, he might do a good job.
Coach, was there like any sort of apprehension when you had to tell the team? Were you able to meet and tell the team and with this sort of sacrifice?
Oh, y'all got another stupid ad, looks like.
Sacrifice being asked for so many students to avoid, being in situations that, get them the virus. I guess just what was the sort of your feeling like processing that and then having to tell your team?
Yeah, we did. We actually had a Zoom call. When I knew that I had the positive test and that it was obviously we had that confirmed. We had a meeting with the staff, virtually, and then did the same thing with the team. And I've got the ultimate confidence that I've done everything in my power to do things the right way. I haven't gone and put myself in any jeopardizing situations.
Okay, we good, Coach.
Something that there are not a whole lot of answers to for.
Okay, I think
reactive decisions in game day. We're gonna have a plan for what we want to do, how we want to do it. A lot.
Well, Florida State, I love times like this, Florida State. You know why? I'm gonna have a smoke real quick. I love times like this because the real fans in here right now. No matter what, right? We know blooded. So it's just that much sweeter when we win this game, right? We know who in here right now. Don't worry about the other plus 70 people. We don't need them, right? The fair weathers. We don't need them. We know who the true bloods are right now, don't we? Look to your left and to your right, because nobody giving us a chance to win this game this weekend. Everybody want to ride clout, but they don't want to pay the price though. You see that? I paid the cost to be the boss. Period. When I say no blood raw, you know I'm no blood raw. This ain't no YouTube shit. Y'all know that. Thanks, Will. Will with a donation. Let's go. I gotta turn it up, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me turn it up. Turn it up. Y'all know that with me. Y'all know. No blood raw. What you saw? No blood raw. Let's go. Beat Miami. Fuck that. No blood raw. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I'ma get you lit. I'ma get you lit. Woo! Give me my money. Let's go. Win, lose, or draw. Do it all. We know blood raw. He said the defense needs to double team the tight ends and make other players beat us and blitz King more often. Yeah, we need to get through the blitz. We need to get our blitz and fundamentals down and crash harder and crash faster. We should be able to contain them I would hope, with our tackles and yeah, with no nation, please stand up. Yeah, we got to lose that streak, y'all. Hit that like, man. All right, let's go. I'm going to give y'all a little taste of, hold on. Y'all should be able to hear this anyway. Y'all be able to hear this. We'll do a little podcast, just a little bit, and then we'll get into a little tape. So, hold on. We'll go double fries, no slaw. Do a double fries, no slaw. We had a little Chris Ricks. Chris Ricks had a little bit to say about the Florida State team, I believe yesterday. Shout out to Double Fries, No Slaw. They had Chris Ricks on yesterday. Hold on.
So, Coach Bowden,
I'll get the sound right.
Influential in me getting involved with FCA and them being able to help
that ministry here in Southern California is a tremendous blessing.
Right, so
and then during the football season, normally as a football analyst for Fox Sports. So on hold right now with no high school football here in California.
All right.
You know, we got a big game against Miami coming up this week. What'd you say to him, and where do you think his head is at right now?
Yeah, well, Richard, we actually have not talked yet. We've texted, so we haven't had a conversation.
It's Chris Ricks, y'all.
I know the situation he's in right now. There's so many people pulling at you, let alone trying to take care of your responsibilities academically and with the team. And my heart was just to reach out to encourage him after last week's game. Hey, I know how you feel. I know I've been there. Keep your head up. It's the first game. Keep fighting. You know, and this is a guy that I think has been through more challenges than I've been as far as coaching. You know, I went from Mark Richt to Jeff Bowden and Daryl Dickey. That was one, maybe two changes, you know, as you're changing quarterback coaches and offensive coordinators. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he's been through four different coordinators, four different quarterback coaches. You know, it's every year he's having to learn not only new systems, but new personalities. That can be challenging on a young man. So I empathize with him when you have to learn so many new things and adjusting to coaching styles, to systems, again, personalities. There's been things that a lot of people probably don't know about, and that's just surface things, let alone just what goes on with pressure and having to make adjustments as a young man, academically, athletically, socially, you know, trying to lead a team and some of the challenges.
I guess talk about Blackman there.
So again, he's been fighting an uphill battle. And you know, different offensive lines. We know some of the challenges. I'm sure some of you guys have broken.
We tired of hearing about Blackman. Let's go to
what would be your advice to James Blackman, our quarterback, our leader right now, heading into this rivalry game? We saw
Blackman this game
early in his career. He had a great game against him. I believe it was his freshman year. Had that touchdown to Alden Tate that really should have.
Hold on, I know how that can be. I let it get to me at times. What outside voices were saying, people outside of the locker room, people outside of my coach.
Loaded. I still believe that, but they have to play to their potential for us to get to where we want to be.
Yeah, I think it's fixing a lot of the little things. We all saw last week. We fixed some little things. We beat Georgia Tech, probably by a couple scores. I mean, the defense played well at times. Samuel with a couple picks, special teams with some blocks.
See that light?
It's finishing those drives. It's stopping the opposing offense on a third and long or a fourth down conversion. It's those little things. If we tighten those up, this can be a good team. You know, again, we should have beaten Georgia Tech. We should not have lost that game. It should have been by double digits. So if they can fix those little things, and I think we can all see they're still playing catch up, as a lot of teams are with COVID and just the chemistry, the timing of things. If the offensive line can fix some things, if the offense can convert, hit some of those blitzes and negate some of those blitzes and some of the small details, this can be a different team. So that's, if there's one thing I'm looking for, it's fix those little things. I think this season's destiny lies in the details. It's those little things. If we can fix those, I think we'll see a different product on the field. And again, what an opportunity to do that this week against a very good opponent and to surprise a lot of people.
And we would all want that more than nothing else.
Yeah.
Somebody that you'll forever be linked with, right? We just added. I'm going to ask you about that before we kind of get into it. We just added PK Sam. I know you guys are, like I said, linked forever for better or worse.
For better.
For better, for sure.
Through the play. I just expound on Richie from both your points of view and just to expound on Richie's question a little bit.
Sure. Yeah. Well, from what I remember, I had PK either a play or two earlier.
I'm sorry.
Open.
I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. I got the wrong. Hold on.
8 right now.
I assume sober.
So I had the Boom Boom Shrimp Po Bowl.
Hold on. Sorry.
Probably the scariest looking coach on Florida State's roster if you could just look at their
Talk about Chris Thompson
profile pictures. But man, it's tough. You know, we go to Miami. Norvell, he as far as I'm aware, he cannot be at practice at all this week, and he's not going to Miami. So it definitely changes things. So what are you guys' thoughts on that?
Go ahead, Freddie. I've got some thoughts, but I'll let you go first.
I think, it's definitely gonna be a challenge now. But even after the game, there was 2 things that I needed to see out of this team, and it doesn't change with Norvell out. And that was effort and discipline.
Yeah.
And those 2 things we don't need Coach Norvell there. There's a certain way we got to play heading into this game. And I guarantee you, after that Georgia Tech game, guys have been getting it drilled in them because it's on film all game. Effort, getting pushed off the ball by a team you're completely better than, you want to. This can't happen.
What's up, Monet?
This defensive line that we have, it should dominate this game. And we should see that from the first snap of the game. And discipline, having the discipline that when you get up on the team that you're better than, not letting up. These small penalties we get, we shouldn't have those. This defensive line should dominate this game. And that's what I got a lot of confidence going into this game, even with Norvell still out. I trust that this defensive line will show up. If Marvin Wilson is the guy that we know he can be, and this defensive line on paper, we got those guys.
We all know Miami. We all know Miami defense trash.
Bank on them. So I'm pretty confident.
Hey y'all,
you're getting me hyped up, man.
Hey y'all, it ain't no secret why you think he talking greasy like that? Why you think he's sounding so confident? Because Miami defense is trash. All we gotta do is play a little bit of defense and we win the game. Their defense is ass juice. I knew they was gonna take a step back. I called that. Yeah, NFL linebackers, y'all first, 2 years? Their defense took a huge step back because their linebackers trash. Defensive tackles trash. Corners, they got good safeties, but their corners trash. So their defense is average, very, very average. Offense looks good with King. Offense looks, but their line is really suspect too. We'll see. We play defense, they screwed. I play a little bit more. Their defense is ass juice, y'all.
You going money line? Are we gonna win this week? I know we're gonna do a show Thursday with the Storm Surge guys. Kev.
We haven't announced that yet, but that's fine.
Everybody knows that's happening. So Kevin, and Gabby and Ricky, they're all great guys. But Freddie, are you calling for the upset?
I'm calling for the upset.
Let's go.
This is after the North Carolina game. We lost to them, and the effort was horrible. They shouldn't have been on the field with us. And you just went back and looked at the tape. There were plays where guys were walking off the ball and just watching the run. This was the same type of game. Guys got up and they got comfortable. We should have dominated the game. We should have blown them out. And they've been hearing this all this week. I guarantee it. I guarantee that and they're ready for this game.
Here come the haters. Here come the haters, y'all.
But I already know what they've been hearing in this locker room. They're going to come out ready. I'm telling you, they're fired up.
So Freddie, as a former player, like obviously we had a bye this week. Do all the guys get together to watch that Miami Louisville game, and does that help with the focus, or what's it like for you guys?
I don't know how they'll handle it. I just know they see the offensive line, they can. I'm betting it all on this defensive line. They see offensive line, they can dominate. And them beating Louisville last night, all I saw was Louisville's defense is horrible. That's all I saw. So it wasn't nothing against Miami. They got athletes, they got talent, but all I saw was Louisville on defense. They're incompetent. They're leaving guys wide open. They can't even defend a simple stretch play. Like, that's not going to happen over here. And we got the D-line that can, I really feel like, can expose Miami's offensive line. Derek King's not going to be able to sit back there all game and just throw the ball free.
Say it again! Let's go! No blood raw. Ha! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Ha! Ha! Bye, hater! Bye, hater! Block! 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 Hey, Freddie a champion, y'all. Freddie a champion. Freddie a champion. Freddie say no blood raw. That's what he's saying. He ain't going up there saying we gonna lose. Who said we gonna lose? Y'all know who's saying they gonna lose. Take note. Take note. We got Florida State fans saying we gonna lose. We got Florida State with podcasts and chats and pages saying we gonna lose. You never hear me say that. Promise you that. No blood raw. Upsets happen, especially in rivalry games. The hell you talking about? Hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. Florida State ain't got no chance. We never got no chance no more.
You know, I don't know if there's any truth to this, but my one thought, or maybe my couple thoughts is, I don't really know that it. Maybe I'm being a super.
We gonna go to hit that like button, baby. I'm gonna go to some coach tape. Let's go to some coach tape. How we doing out there? How we looking, people? You liking what you see? Hit that like. I'm gonna have a video for y'all tomorrow. It's gonna be the weekly one. You know what it is. The Thursday morning one. Thank for y'all. Wednesday evening. So yeah, it'll be up by 7 p.m. It'll be the weekly video. You know, a little funny one. Be on the lookout for that. Then I go live Thursday with One Dub, Tomahawk City. And then Friday night, it'll be with Van, Smoke Session, and Saturday will be the game. Watch live with her. Full on week. I work hard, support the channel, hit the like, donate if you can. I'll be working. That's how I got here. Here we go. You see so we go to YouTube. Mike Fuller. I guess a Mike Fuller. I haven't watched these though. I watched that what you just watched with me, but I haven't seen this stuff. This stuff I didn't really watch. We're gonna look at some coach, defensive coordinator, because this is gonna be the key to the game, right? It's gonna be the key to the game, right? There he is. I haven't watched it, so and then we'll watch some Chris Thompson. Then we'll watch some Chris Thompson. Yeah, you on with Wit Turnt. Rose, what's up, Rose?
I know how to be Cobra Kai. It's just been insane karate.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I was just wondering if you could take us through the time Coach Norvell let you know that he had the positive diagnosis, and then also what your feelings were at practice without him being there over the weekend.
Mike let me know that morning right when he found out, so we were in the office and just there to support him and make sure if he needed anything from us, that we were here for him, and we were going to move on. It was going to be a little bit different dynamic, but things happen. We're just here to support Mike.
Coach, defensively, what will it mean for you guys to potentially get Hampson Nazarene back? And just what does he do for the back end of the defense as a whole?
Oh, thank God.
Well, Ham's still progressing. You know, he's working his butt off.
Man, he playing, coach. I don't care.
We're going to help him try to do that.
I hope so.
But you know, Ham was in his history here at Florida State.
He playing.
He's definitely somebody that's had an impact in this league.
Y'all saved him for this game.
If Ham gets on the field, when that happens, you know, it brings back a veteran guy that plus tackler, matches up on
everybody.
Certain skills on offense can be used in the box, can be used in the post, and
everywhere. He can play any position.
I know he really wants to be back.
He gonna be back.
Time will see when that happens, but we're looking forward to it when it happens. And you know, Ham needs our support. We're every day with him in practice.
I forgot about that.
In the training room, meeting rooms, everything that has to do with Ham.
Ham gonna be on my thumbnail tomorrow. Hampson Nazarene gonna be on my thumbnail, y'all.
Hey, Coach, can you talk a little bit about your impressions of Miami's offense and how the challenges that defending Derek King will provide you guys?
Yeah, they're playing with a lot of confidence.
What up, Irv Gotti?
They've done a great job in the first 2 games. They've done basically everything they wanted to accomplish, winning 2 games and playing well on offense. You know, the quarterbacks brought a lot of that, I'm sure, and but they've got other players that are playing at a high level. So
I got a lot of Hey, y'all. This channel got a lot of clout, y'all.
Easier to create openings in the throw game.
This is crazy.
There's enough action.
I got haters all over the
play. So they're playing at a high level. I'm sure right now, you know, they don't feel like there's any problems. You know, they're just doing what they need to do the first 2 games on offense, and you know, they're definitely a challenge right now.
I'm gonna have to write this down. I keep forgetting to do what I'm supposed to do.
During the off week, I know you had a lot of things you wanted to try to accomplish coming off the first game. How did that go? Did you feel you guys got to what you needed to get to during that off week?
Yeah, there was some that was prep for Miami, going off that first game and the history that we've had in the past with this play caller, but a lot of it had to do with just self-building and making sure that we fixed corrections that needed to be from game 1, and just the maturation, the development, the consistency of just developing things that we need to do on our side of the ball, whether it's just fundamentals or it was just building on the next step in how we've got to play on defense. So yeah, I think it was a good week. We needed the week, and we very much took advantage of it. Guys invested a lot of time, and we were able to get some movement around in some different positions, and you know, feel comfortable that our guys had a very effective week during that bye week.
Hey, Coach, this will be your first time, obviously, coaching in what is one of the historic rivalries in all of college football. I guess, what does that mean to you? And are you seeing a little bit the signs in practice, a little bit more edge, and maybe some of the players at this point?
Yeah, we went out with them yesterday. So it was the first time that it was a full focus on Miami. And, you know, listen, it's one of the great rivalries in college football, you know, so, you know, anytime you're involved in a rivalry game, you usually feel it early in the week, and that was not an exception on Sunday. So our guys are excited to play. Now we just got to focus that enthusiasm and that focus and that energy in the right place, which is tomorrow's practice. And but no, we're excited about being involved in this, and looking forward to going and put our best foot forward on Saturday night.
I know you went up against Coach Lashley's offense at SMU last year. Are there similarities to what they're doing in Miami, or does he change much based on personnel?
I mean, the quarterback, you know, I think any play caller plays to the quarterback, you know, and last year they were operating at a really high level with their wideouts, quarterback, even the backs, you know. So, you know, this year it's only 2 games into it, but there's a lot more similarities than differences. You know, formationally, play designs, play calls, you know, obviously the quarterback's being a little bit different. You know, I think that some plays are going to tend more towards the quarterback he has this year as opposed to last year, but you see a lot of similarities as far as just even the personnels and how they're used, the formations and the setup of plays, you know, a lot of same as, yes.
I smoke, I drink. I'm supposed to stop, but I can't. I'm a dog. I love hoes, but I'm married. I still love my nose. Do it big, yeah. Smoke.
Simplify and pare things down so you don't have a bunch of misassignments and then give them easy scores like Louisville seemed to fall into.
Yeah, good question. You know, when you're set up on how to play defense each week, you still want to make sure your leverages are clean, your run pass keys are clean, how you align your guys.
I ain't gonna.
Then you just have to have your
Hey y'all, I ain't gonna never
checks
get
and
on
balances
like
as far
the
as
big
what the
time
lines
stage,
call, what
y'all,
calls
like
you
the
get in
high
and
ups
out
and
of.
YouTube. I ain't gonna never make
When
it
you're
up
going
there.
to
I
pressure
know.
and how you're going to pressure.
I'm
and
too much of
that's
myself.
what each opponent's a little bit different.
I can't fake it.
You know, it starts with the quarterback. You know, what are his strengths?
I just
what are things
realized
they're
that
gonna
it's always gonna
do,
be
and
it's
then
always
try
gonna
to
be
get
just
yourselves attacking in a way that you feel like you can take away the quarterback and his strengths. So
play the
I mean,
game.
there's some differences each week that's going to happen, and for sure with this quarterback and the way the offense is rolling right now, especially in that run game, it definitely takes a heavy presence of having a game plan towards what they're accomplishing right now on offense.
Is that it, Coach? Nope. Some more. Damn.
Things versatility. Does that make you more conservative as far as using man coverage and man coverage blitz packages, and you have to play more zone because of that?
I think it's still situationally based. You know, I think the quarterback does mandate certain things, but listen, if you sit back there and wait for him, you got to be able to tackle him in space. If you pressure him, you got to be able to tackle him in some space. So, you know, I think you need to be able to do both. I don't think you can sit there again. Listen, a mobile quarterback, I put it in the category of veteran quarterback. And if you just keep giving the same picture, you're probably going to get similar results each time. You know, there's a lot of things you got to do when you're pressuring, and a lot of things you got to do when you're rushing the quarterback. You know, I think you got to make sure that he doesn't have a clean sight line of the foot for his throws. You got to make sure he doesn't have clean angles that he can escape. But then there's just the run game.
He's 5 foot. He's 5 foot.
Football.
-1.
If he hands the ball off,
He ain't gonna be that much. Man, come on, y'all defense we have to handle him.
You know, there's a lot of things you put in the category when you play a better.
Look, y'all. This what look. Where you at?
Derek King is putting a lot of
look.
things out there on tape early in his career here in Miami.
This is why he talking.
Challenges the defense. So our guys know the challenge. Our staff knows the challenge. It's our job to make sure we put them in the best situation. So Florida State go out there and play our best game during this early part of the year in 2020.
It's gonna be a test for your defense.
After the season opener, Marvin Wilson said, you know, he wanted to go watch film that night. Did you see the response you wanted to see from the players after the opening loss?
I did. That Sunday night, we had a really good practice that Sunday after. And, you know, the challenge of players and coaches is, you know, when you come off something that isn't successful, but even when you have success, it's always just the response after that, and then maintaining that throughout a bye week, a next game week, and I think that's a challenge for all of us. And you know, that's what we're into now. Now you're able this week is to refocus. Now it's on an opponent, but is it really just about the opponent? No. You know, it's always that balance of making sure that we're working towards our best, and then keeping the plans on what we've got to do to defend this opponent. And just integrating that all. And listen, there's a lot of stuff going on, but that's
see the numbers going up now.
And you know, in a major football conference, there's always going to be things going on. And it's our job to make sure that all that energy and all that intent within our players are pointed in the right direction, so we can go execute and give ourselves the best chance to win on Saturday night. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, God. Thanks, Coach. All right, let's go. Let's congratulate Dion before I forget again. Screw your school, screw Jackson, whatever the hell it is, your colors, your ugly ass uniform. But you know what? Congratulations to Deion Sanders. Let me go. Let's play that. I got the coaching ceremony. Shout out to my auntie Ednette. She sent me the video of the day of his hire, so I got to see the actual footage when he first walked in the show. And you know he did it prime time style. You know it, right? Dion is why they call him prime time. Prime time, right? The best corner ever to play the game. And the legend in Florida State history. Now, hit that like button too while you're at it, baby. You on board with Turnt? Boy, stop! We get it funky over here. Let's see. All right, y'all. Here we go. Hey! Prime time. Deion Sanders! Nah, wait a minute. This for the haters. Wait a minute. No, I'm too lit right now. Before I play this, I want to give a shout out to all the haters that said Deion wasn't gonna get a coach at Florida State because he ain't had no degree. He can't coach. He ain't got no degree. All the people that said Deion Sanders couldn't coach because he ain't smart enough. Nobody going, Deion, he need to go be a tower coach or something, just recruiter, or he never head coach. This for all y'all. Watch and shut the hell up. Actions speak louder than words, you bitch. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Who's in the car? 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 Make some damn noise. Who's in the car? Who's in the car? Who's in the car? Make some damn noise. Prime time. Prime time. Prime time. Prime time. Everybody and their mama gonna want to come to this school. Who's in the car? Who's in the car? Who's in the car? Woo! Yeah! Hey, he spent that whole budget! And I gotta see that one more. Hey!
Pray, friends, that my
hell no.
sacrifice and
Pedophiles
yours.
on my show. Get out of here. I don't know if it jumped. We gonna watch that again. We gonna watch that one more. Oh, I'm lagging. Okay, we're gonna do this again, y'all. We're gonna do it right. I ain't gonna get the whole thing through. Here we go. Who's in the car? Who's in the car? Who's in the car? Who's in the car? Prime time in that car. Prime time in that car. Prime time in that car. Who's in the car? 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 Let's go. Who's in the car? Who's in the car? I'm lit. Who's in the car? Let's go. I am lit. Who's in the car? We in this bitch. Who's in the car? Prime time with his wife. About to get it lit. We about to make some money. Prime time in this bitch. Who's in the car? Who's in the car? Let's go. Oh. Who's in the car? Ain't no channel like this. Who's in the car? TURNTTALLY in it. I'm getting too lit for YouTube, y'all. Ah, damn, YouTube keep bugging me out.
You are indeed.
So there you go, y'all. I'm gonna stop playing this for you. There we go. We good. We good. Hit that like button, baby. Shout out to Deion Sanders. So YouTube keep bumping me out. God damn it. I just go. I just go. Hold on. YouTube playing with my channel. Here we go. YouTube be hating on me. I got some agents. I'm surrounded. They be hating on me. They say I can't get rid of them. Let's go. Deion Sanders. You the GOAT. Deion Sanders. Dog pass. All he do is win no matter what. Hey, I rock with pride. I rock with pride. Jimbo, screw you. I rock with goddamn prime time. All day. All day. Tallahassee. Beat Miami. Beat Miami. I run this thing. All by myself. Numbers skyrocketed. Maybe that's where I should have stayed. Let's go. Y'all come to see me. I'm sorry. Hate on that. Yo, bitch. All right. I'm a fool with it. Chris Thompson. Okay, on the bench. On the bench, we got some more. Yeah, Deion about to tear the bitch down, and you know what? That's what Florida State fans gonna get to see now. And I tell you what, y'all was laughing at me, laugh now when he take the son of a bitch over. Watch the plays and start coming to Jackson State now, and call TURNTTALLY stupid now. You gonna be looking stupid with your lip on the floor. Nah, he ain't good enough. Remember that Cameron, the Jeff Cameron show? Deion ain't, he sexual assault. He ain't smart enough. Watch what he do. He gonna have an NFL staff there, I promise you. It's about to be over. It's about to be over. Y'all think it's a goddamn game. Deion ain't come there to be number 2. Y'all goddamn mind. Deion don't go nowhere to be number 2, and he always win. He gonna tell this. You know how many connections he got? I got down the grass. All right, here we go. We gonna share. I'm gonna share this. Hold on. God damn, people stupid. All right, here we go. We're gonna do a little on the bench. I might not even share the screen for this. Just for a little bit, we're gonna do on the bench. We're gonna do on the bench podcast. I did a little bit yesterday. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Hit that like button too, baby. We got a few up in here. Hit the like button, please, people. We having a good time in here. We just getting ready for the game. You know how I do. Look out for my video tomorrow night. It's gonna be the weekly one. Should be pretty funny, man. I gotta make it today, but y'all have it. I'm gonna have it nice and fresh and toasty for you. By tomorrow night. Come on, your night. So your Wednesday night, the usual. Okay. This is stupid now. So I gotta do it the long way, really. God dang, you're a pain in the ass, man. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Bear with me. FSU football podcast. That's what I put. Podcast. I gotta do it. FSU's best podcast. Is that what I gotta do? Okay, so I think this is it. Okay, here we go. I got it. Is it Nolecast? Nope, it's on the bench. So is that on the bench? It's on the bench, right? On the bench. That's 30 minutes. I don't want that one. Oh, this thing is pissing me off. It's what I always search. FSU FSU podcast. Let's try it. Sorry, y'all. Just bear with me. Okay, here we go. Jeez. Because I put football in it. It couldn't find it because I put football in it. Goodness gracious. Hit that like, people. Hey, Ty, you want to come on? If you want to come on, I'll put the link in. You come on. But first, I got to get just a little bit of information out. On the Bench podcast. On the bench. Where you at? On the bench. Where you at? There you go. Wow. Apple, you starting to piss me off. You starting to piss me off, Apple. All right. Why is it no sound? Hold on, y'all. So, can y'all hear me out there? Who wouldn't be hyped? You be hyped too.
Going to do
okay
as the trickle down effect from Mike Norvell not being
but
there.
you'll be hyped too if you had a coach like Deion.
The first name that
I'll be more hype over him than Mike Norvell. His sap stays are gonna be off the chain. Yeah, just give me a minute, Todd. You probably give me a little bit longer. I'll put it in later on. I'll put it in later on when I'm done with the show. If sap stays are gonna be off the chain. A&T beat Fortnite, but it may be a shootout with Deion at the helm. Okay. We'll see. It'll be interesting what Deion do over there. He gonna have a top class. You know he gonna have a top. Just to him, the excitement alone, and then like people can feel like they can go back and support their community. That'll be interesting. Very interesting. All right. We'll play a little bit. We'll play just a little bit. Just a few points. Let me see how it goes.
I mentioned to Chris and
just a little bit. We chilling. Come on, man.
It's been quite the start for Mike Norvell. It's not all well and fun because at first they said he was asymptomatic. He got tested again, it sounds like. It seemed like today, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, but he didn't come out and say it was a second positive test, but I did think he said that the test initial result was confirmed, so we can deduce from that positive.
Yeah,
he sounded like
correct.
Okay, that is correct. He did sound on the Zoom today. He met with reporters. That's what we're going to talk about here as we get into the episode. There's a ton to go over, but he did sound a little worn down and kind of sniffly, or is that my imagination? I'm being Dr. Snow right now. I did. I had to go back and listen to it.
He sounded great today. They're fine according to testing that FSU has done for them since he tested positive. So that is a positive out of this, that there's no issues beyond him. He's obviously disappointed. He's basically locked in his office watching video practices, helping to prepare the game in a virtual sense. And he can't hug his daughter, can't hug his wife. So he's disappointed about that. And he said today flat out he's emotional about the fact that he missed Saturday's practice. It's the first practice he can recall in his coaching career that he was not present for. So it's weird. It's so 2020. It's amazing. It's just been a year from hell. And for a first-year coach, it feels like year zero because just nothing can get on the tracks, right?
It almost feels like year -1. Like if you think about every single obstacle, it was going to be year zero no matter what, right?
Stick around for Chris Thompson. I'm going to play Chris Thompson's, speech or whatever. I haven't heard that yet because I'm interested to see what he's going to bring. Probably play some football highlights and go on from there.
All right, but now that we're looking at 3 days of spring practice, Marvin Wilson debacle,
right?
What else? Warren Thompson, obviously.
Just try to put everything in context, right? Like I was thinking about this morning. If a year ago somebody told Mike Norvell that he'd be the head coach of a Power 5 school
he'd be ecstatic. Not just a Power 5 school. You're going to be at Florida State, a program that's won a national championship within the last decade. You'd be over the moon. You probably couldn't believe what's happening to your career and your life path and all that. Just to arrive there, have the world flipped upside down with this pandemic. No spring, no summer.
So hold on. It sounds like they're making excuses. It sounds like they're making excuses, Jay Gutter. Is that what you're laughing about? Because I'm laughing about that too. Hey, Todd Pope, you come on. Just come on right now, Todd. Just come on. We'll speak for a minute if you want to come on and talk for a minute. Hold on. I'll put the link in now. Just come on now. And then I'll let you say what you got to say. I got to get back to the show. Come on now if you want.
He's dodged, 2 player revolts? They come out and they lose the first game. He gets COVID. Not only does he get COVID, but now he can't coach in the Miami game. And game day is going to be there. National spotlight. It seems like one of Brendan Sinone's bad dreams.
I had a dream that I was flossing last night, and I couldn't get anything out. It just kept flossing and flossing. And
Mike Norvell's having worse dreams than that. Let me tell you. And think about it. Like, every coach that comes to Florida State lives to coach in these rivalry games. Willie Taggart, in his entire tenure at Florida State, only got to coach in 4 rivalry games.
The last one got him fired.
Mike Norvell is missing his very first one. Like, my heart, seriously, like, my heart breaks for this guy. Like, I really feel bad and empathize. Like, he just wants to
like a little child. You heard that,
yeah,
y'all?
That's crazy. I can't believe all this.
Like a little kid.
So,
last one got him fired. He sound like a little, that little. They got a big dog. He got a little puppy behind him. Yeah, go get him, boss. He's like, yeah, last coach. That's what got him fired. They hate Taggart so much. He's just little haters. But at the same time, that's not even the game that got him fired. The people, you the inside man, you should know this. They was ready to fire Taggart after they lost to Boise State. They was already shopping around. It wasn't nothing to do with losing on Miami. People are silly, man.
So to roll the ball a little bit forward, what we learned today in talking, we spoke today with head coach Mike Norvell, deputy head coach, currently interim head coach as far as in-person head coaching, Chris Thompson, and defensive coordinator Adam Fuller. The Fuller portion was more Miami-oriented and a little bit about the virtual sense of everything. The other two are more important conversations for what we're talking about. Norvell's doing as much as humanly possible in a virtual sense.
Norvell.
Austin, who's the director of video scouting for FSU, has done a good job of rigging things up where he's able to watch practice, he's able to communicate in practice, all from the presence of his office. So he's still present in that sense. Stuff. And Chris Thompson said his voice is still definitely very much.
Why everybody going moist bussy? Why everybody moist all of a sudden for Norvell? We all moist bussy now. I ain't. Business is business. I was mad when Willie lost. And I pointed the fingers at the players and the coach. I pointed fingers everywhere. I'm pointing fingers right now. But they moist. They hugging and apologizing. What is this? This is weird. This is some moist bussy stuff. Now that's a little moist now. This is weird.
He's still very present there. Where he won't be present is Saturday when they hit the field. He will not travel with the team. Once the team really leaves the hotel and heads to Hard Rock Stadium to play the Miami Hurricanes, top 12, top 14 Miami Hurricanes, he basically has to depart from his involvement with the team because it's just not a process that can continue in any sense currently. So in that sense, Chris Thompson will go from boot to field.
Okay, we know all that. We know all that. So we'll go to the next thing.
For them at Memphis.
We know all that. We'll go to the next thing.
Be at the Buck safety position. Obviously, Hamza, who's a preseason all ACC type of guy, early round draft pick potential because he's so versatile, impactful on defense. He missed last week's game, or 2 weeks ago, I guess, at this point, against Georgia Tech.
Yeah, everybody going through the same thing, so that's
coming back maybe sooner than we had initially expected. Some rumors that it could be for this Miami game. It's a really good first step that he is that he's on the depth chart. Although Chris will add depth to this in a minute, it's not a guarantee, but that's a good first step. Also, Joshua Kando at defensive end, Devontae Love-Taylor, the right tackle. They left last Saturday's game against Georgia Tech. They are both on the depth chart as well. It's good that we're not looking like at a season-ending injury type deal for those guys.
Yeah, and on Hamza, both Coach Mike Norvell and defensive coordinator Adam Fuller were asked about him today. Neither wanted to be firm on he's definitely back. Essentially just saying he's continuing to go through it. We're going to keep evaluating and see where he is as this week progresses. But he is back out there. He is working with him. both coaches spoke about the versatility that he brings to the defense, also the veteran leadership that he brings. I believe Adam Fuller used the term plus tackler, which obviously you always wanted that safety position as they're the last line.
I'll be back, y'all. 1 minute.
It definitely read as though they expect Nas to make a return very soon, as potentially early as this week. And they were a little more just kind of indirect with Love Taylor and Kando. But as Snow mentioned, good news with both of those guys is that for neither of them, the knee, we believe, with Kando, and the groin, we believe, with Love Taylor, isn't going to be something that's going to sideline them, hopefully long term.
And one other kind of related subject or matter on this subject is if if he's back this week against Miami, I think look for his versatility to not only be emphasized, but maybe more importantly, his versatility to allow other players to be versatile as well. I think you can maybe see someone like a Jaden Lars-Woodby who played Buck last week and looked a little rusty in that role to maybe move around and play like the big nickel and the slot some to help with Kalen DeLoach in that the stud role. And if that happens, for Amari Gator to move around as well, maybe get him at defensive end. So if Hamza is this huge chess piece who can do a lot of different things, he allows others to do things as well on defense. So maybe keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of a clue of that in what Adam Fuller said. We've been hearing that that's a possibility, but Adam Fuller today said, when asked about the benefits of the off week, what they worked on, guys invested a lot of time and we were able to get some movement around in some different positions and feel comfortable that our guys had a very effective week during the bye week. Yeah, it's not super direct. It's not really informative, but he did use the word, and I definitely took it to mean that they're testing a few things out. I think it's clear as day that they want to generate a better pass rush, and they saw in game one. I think they believe that moving some guys around may be a necessity to bring that about.
Yeah, I blame myself. Blame myself.
For Miami's offense, which seems to be rolling 2 games in under De'Aaron King. They got it down on the ground. And the opener against a good UAB defense at the group of 5 level, granted. And then a not so good
it's bad business.
This past week, De'Aaron King threw all over them. And a lot of that was Louisville's defense just not being very, very sound in its coverage. But De'Aaron King certainly seemed more comfortable during the passing aspects of the game, throwing on the run and whatnot. We can get into that in a few minutes. I don't want to get too far into the weeds on any of the Miami preview stuff, because we'll be doing that next week. What I do want to get to real quick, later this week.
Don't go delaying the game on me, Simone.
You know what, Josh? I'm playing Chris's first clip from today, not the second one.
You know what I'm looking forward to is when Simone somewhere around like Orlando.
All right, shut up, nerds. Hold on. It's too much. Hold on. I ain't gonna play too much more of this, man. I'm getting these.
Them decide to depart. I think that's just natural order. And truthfully, I think it's good for FSU if the roster keeps turning over to some degree immediately. I don't think long term it's positive for there to be a revolving door. But I think early on in the transition of this program under a new head coach, I don't think it's the worst thing for the program.
I would say I think it's an essential part of rehabbing this football program right now, culturally, Chris, because you look at what it was at the end of the Jimbo Fisher tenure, and we look at the many missteps of Willie Taggart. One of the biggest miscues I think he made was not just moving on from some problem players, guys who weren't good for a long-term sustainable culture, but
we blaming Willie Taggart for Wake Forest
roles and not moving out of those.
Georgia Tech.
This has been the opposite, where Mike Norvell has, like, the fact that these guys entered the transfer portal. I'm not saying you move away from someone right away just because you want to give them the ability to think about their future, but when someone enters a transfer portal, you do have the ability as a coach to no longer honor the scholarship. That is part of the deal. Player can re-opt in if the school wants them back. Those guys were off the roster in a quickness. I think that shows 2 things. One, Mike Norvell understands that there needs to be a overhaul on this roster.
Stop bringing up Willie's name.
2, he wants guys who want to be here. If you don't want to be part of this process, then that's fine.
Even on the team.
He's fine moving on quickly, which I think is an absolute must right now.
Ridiculous,
man. All right, Chris, let's see. The last thing here, I started to get ahead of myself.
Let's talk about Willie some more.
I do want to get your thoughts real quick on, you sat down and watched a lot of football this weekend. What were your takeaways from some of the things going on related to FSU schedule?
No problem, man. Thanks, man. What up, Judge?
It was a two-television kind of weekend in the household. Once things calmed down from the Mike Norvell news, I was able to settle in and watch those noon games. The games I really wanted to watch on the day, though, were UCF versus Georgia Tech. Because obviously, FSU played Georgia Tech last week, and who wouldn't want to see Sinone's boys play those lovely Golden Knights? And then
They're not the Golden Knights anymore.
And then the obviously lovely evening nightcap of Miami at Louisville. My biggest takeaway is Jeff Sims looked like the human being he is as a true freshman quarterback. 50% pass for multiple interceptions. They had several turnovers, including fumbles on the ground. He made some great plays, but he looked much more human than FSU made him look. But Georgia Tech still is an improved team. Having watched a lot of ACC football now in 2 weeks, I don't think Georgia Tech is close to the worst team in the league. I still think they're in the bottom rung of the league.
I think I got some Miami talk in here. Hold on. I think you got some Miami talk.
Cat. Wait, we're actually recording right now. It's been such crystal ball for Rod Orr because I'm nothing more than a
Okay,
follower.
so here we go. Hold on, I'll get done. He talks about Miami a little bit.
Also made plays when they needed to make plays.
Here we go. He gonna talk about Miami.
Well, I'm not trying to take away from what Miami did. They went there, they dominated.
Well, hold on, wait, it's
what
coming.
they're supposed to do.
Same story, kind of. Nobody still
Please.
thinks. Nobody
I
still
don't think
think. People still don't think Miami gonna beat us. This is crazy, right? Like don't pay attention to the line. Don't worry about the line. Like we the underdog because we was the 80% chance to win when the season started. So now we drop it. I guess because we lost the first and they won on national TV. So the hype is on them. But if you really listen to the experts don't even say like, oh, it's 100% chance they're gonna win, right? That tells you they're not. Yeah. Listen.
Georgia Tech is close to the worst team in the league. I still think they're in the bottom rung of the league, but I think Syracuse is a hell of a lot worse than them, or at least has looked that way through 2 games. So
Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be a bad man.
Gibbs is the most talented dude on that roster. We knew that before game 1. FSU's lucky they didn't have to face him. But yeah, he's a talented dude. They definitely have a nice little foundation of some of the stuff they're going to try to do in the future there, but they still have growing pains to take. Miami, Louisville, I thought Louisville's defense was fairly putrid. To be perfectly honest, Miami's offense is rolling. They're confident as hell right now. They're playing really good ball. Derek King has completely changed that dynamic, and they're running the hell out of the ball, and they're doing it at a high level, and their O-line looks head and shoulders better than it did a year ago. And a lot of that is because they're effective running the ball, which obviously kind of loosens reins for the passing attack to be effective. Defensively, they're not as much of a killer attack dog as they've been in recent years. They don't have that guy like Rousseau. Quincy Roche is pretty damn good in his own right. Their safety plays pretty good with Carter and Bolden. I thought both of them were really good. I think Miami's a really good football team. I think they're going to give FSU a heck of a fit. But I also thought Louisville's defense just was unimpressive. I mean, Miami's ability for quick strike was impressive, but some of that was also really crappy tackling, bad positioning, a lot of bad things done by Louisville. I'm not trying to take away from what Miami did. They went there, they dominated, they did exactly what they're supposed to do. I just don't think Louisville defensively is all that good.
Yeah.
But I thought Miami did a very good job in all phases of the game. Special teams were excellent. The 57-yard field goal was really impressive. Offense is rolling, as I mentioned, through 2 games. And the defense is a good collective whole unit. They gave up a lot of yards, but they also made plays when they needed to make plays.
The big thing to me was compared to 2 games ago, when Derek King was not very sharp passing the ball. He made like 3 or 4 electric passes against Louisville, and that's not including like the wide open ones that Louisville's defense just fell apart. That one play, Chris, when he rolled left and threw it right on the money to the sideline, I was like, okay, that's a big boy throw.
Yeah, Brevin Jordan's a badass.
Yeah, he's really good too.
Yeah, a lot of people want to talk about Kyle Pitts in the state of Florida. I think Brevin Jordan's right there, if not better, truthfully. And Will Mallory gives them an excellent 2-man attack at the tight end position. I know he's only had 1 catch for a 17-yard touchdown, I believe it was, through 2 games, but Will Mallory can make some plays, and they can give you some real fits when they go 2 tight end sets. And they obviously can run very effectively out of that too. And Cameron Harris is running the heck out of it right now. And then Jalen Knighton, 75-yard reception in that game, also some big runs. FSU fans know what Jalen Knighton was about, and then Don Chaney's a damn good back in his own right. So they got a lot there. That O-line, I don't know if the O-line is truly much better, but that offense is playing much better, which makes the O-line certainly look much better. And they graded out very well in that Louisville game for a reason.
You can hide them better with tempo as well, which when you have was the whole Kemba Browns effect last year with FSU's offensive line, that philosophy, why he went fast. So, real quick, go ahead, Chris.
I was just going to say my biggest non-ACC takeaway was Oklahoma State looked putrid. They should have lost that game. They're lucky they won that game. App State, West Virginia was actually probably the most entertaining game I watched of the day.
Was it App State, West Virginia, or App State, Marshall?
All right,
I'm sorry, App State,
to the
Marshall.
next
Yeah,
thing.
I'm just falling in love with the state of West
We're going to move it to the coach. Hold on. Let's see what's left on here. I got y'all covered. 36. Where we at? 26. 28. Let's see what this is about.
It's been such a car crash for the last few minutes. I didn't know they didn't get me doing it here in the next week or two. So I went ahead and did it because at this point we do expect FSU to get good news there. We believe he and his father have communicated with staff at FSU, given the idea that they're in a good spot.
Okay,
so not committed
this is recruiting. Let's
Alabama.
get to hold on.
Was diligent over the bye week in sending out an offer to 4-star offensive tackle Zen Michaeliski.
We gonna watch his tape. We gonna watch some of his tape next.
Sounds great to me.
All right, Zen. We're just gonna call him Zen. He's committed to Louisville. He's been committed since April. He's a 2021.
We gonna get into that later on.
He was the IMG defense was suffocating. You know, he had long
Okay, so
runs
here's some
like
of our
8 or 9.
recruits. Here's some of our recruits, y'all. There's some news for our recruits that are pretty much committed to us. How
and
they
only
look at the high school
2023 commitment. Let me talk about Cedric Baxter real quick. He's a 4-star running back in the early rankings on 24/7. Like I said, he's a 2023 prospect, so he's only a sophomore. He's 2 games into his sophomore year. Well, 1. They lost 48-7. Cedric Baxter was still impressive to me. Just seeing him at 6'1", about 210 pounds. He's a monster back there in the backfield. And he was the IMG defense was suffocating. You know, he had long runs of like 8 or 9 yards. He had a couple short catches. Didn't really do too much, but he did get some carries. He ran tough. Didn't make any mistakes. Looked like he belonged. You know, looked like if you would have told me he was a 2021 prospect, I wouldn't have asked you. I wouldn't have second guessed or anything. So then after the game is when I really learned about Cedric Baxter. They just got beat 48-7. He comes off the field. He still has his helmet on. Remind you, he's 6'1", 215, 210, pretty imposing. So I figured, you know, he had a bad game. But I'm still going to interview him. I said, what'd you think about tonight's game? He took his helmet off. He had the biggest smile on his face. He said it was good. It was a learning experience, and he had a lot of energy. He's like, we went up against one of the best D lines in the country. He's like, we got a really young offensive line. I think this is going to be good for us. I was like, wow, you know, in just that answer, I learned a lot about Cedric Baxter. Moving on to IMG, like I said, they really put the beating on Edgewater, 48-7. Malik McLean, he had a couple balls thrown his way. 2 would have been touchdowns, but they were underthrown. Really not much action. On the other side of him, the Ja'Cory Brooks, I think his name is. He's committed to Alabama. Boy, him and the quarterback that's committed to Michigan, they were in rhythm. They were hooking up. He had a touchdown or 2, 1 touchdown and another one down to the 1.
Yeah, I saw that, Rose.
Another prospect that Florida State really likes is Malik Bryant, and I did get to speak to him. Malik Bryant's at 20. Is he 22 or 23?
He's 23. He's in class with Baxter.
Yeah, 2023. From Orlando as well.
Yes.
So actually, the school, I think Jones and Edgewater are touching each other.
Man, and he's coming off the edge. He's right now playing more of a stand-up linebacker role, but he's 6'3", 230 pounds coming off the edge. He had 5 tackles, 3 for loss, a sack. He was everywhere. And then I also got a good look at Tyler Booker because he's one of the top offensive tackles in the state of Florida for 2022. So he is a junior. And I know Florida State's been involved with him. The old staff offered him, and the new staff has only picked up where they left off. So after the game, I spoke to Tyler Booker, and he had a real serious moment with me. He told me straight up that he needs to see more from Florida State. He said, quote, I like what they've got going on there. The majority of their coaches are African-American. They can see eye to eye with my struggles as a black man in America. But I feel they need to show a lot more success in the near future to get me. Quote, I'm not afraid to come in.
See, a black coach would have fixed that one. A black coach would have got him. No. Let's play it again. I remember that part. I thought it was strange that kid said that. Well, listen to this.
Spoke to Tyler Booker. And he had a real serious moment with me. He told me straight up that he needs to see more from Florida State. He said, quote, I like what they've got going on there. The majority of their coaches are African-American. They can see eye to eye with my struggles as a black man in America. But I feel they need to show a lot more success in the near future to get me. Quote, I'm not afraid to come in and help things turn around, but I just want to see how things go. They got a new head coach, and I'm unsure that it's going to be the best place for me to go, but there's still time. There's a lot of time. And this is kind of the chicken or the egg scenario that Florida State lives in. They need better offensive tackles to improve the offensive tackle play, yet the elite of the elite want to see better play from their offense. So, Chris, how do we break this cycle?
Legally, as I like to say. You just got to convince a kid to be that kid, or you have to hope you develop somebody you have on the current roster, whether that's a Devontae Love-Taylor or a Robert Scott, either end of the spectrum, the veteran or the freshman, and show that you can do it and get a kid to realize, oh, I might be more talented than so-and-so. If I go there, I can raise the floor even more. And that's the key. But it's going to be tough. And in this environment, this year, with what they're dealing with, it's going to be even tougher than normal. And it was already a war they were losing in that regard. So, I don't think a kid like Tyler Booker is very attainable for FSU right now, which is disappointing because he's been here before, I believe, with Josh Griffiths. I want to say visited with him last year for a game. He does have interest. I think him and Atkins are of similar personalities that would pay off for FSU, but it's just a matter of I don't think there's enough for FSU to do to get a kid of his sort to buy in, and his options are as good as they're going to be.
And we're seeing that across the board. The elite of the elites at least gave FSU a sniff, a couple months into the cycle. Like you and I were speaking behind the scenes. We knew Xavier Sorey back in January and February.
You better win this game.
About come August. But, we kind of had to talk about him.
It's a must-win.
Because he was still mentioning FSU, so we were putting him in stories and all that. But we knew the writing was on the wall. And here you go with one of the top 2022 kids now. We're not even making it into the current cycle with some of these elite kids that are eliminating FSU. And I see a lot of different responses on the message board. And one of the responses that I knew was coming was going to kind of say, well, this is the kind of kid that we don't need anymore. We got to get prospects that
this game just got a little bit more juicier because Miami got a little bit more national, attention. They're a little relevant right now, right? They're on the spotlight a little bit. So all the pressure's on them really to beat us. But at the same time, we have to win because we done played around for 3 years now. Now we done got in the spot. We gonna have to win. So damn, it's big. For Mike Norvell's first game, this is pretty huge. Ain't no excuses in this one. I ain't trying to hear about no COVID virus. The recruits sure ain't trying to hear about no coronavirus. The recruits ain't trying to hear about none of that crap.
They want to come in here and make change, and they don't want to be front runners. And well, that's not the case. And I'll go back to something I said even during the Jimbo Fisher era. So this has nothing to do with Mike Norvell, the state of the program now, or anything. But even back then, I used to say this: it's not the prospect's job for them to go to FSU.
Right.
It's the coach's job to find the best players in America and convince them that they need to go to FSU.
Or pay them like Nick Saban.
So this just shows kind of the task that's ahead. Like if they're gonna change these minds, and it's gonna take a lot, and they're gonna need. It's not just words anymore. They're gonna have to do it on the football field.
Yeah, they need a result, and people are gonna.
Players know the talent. See, the players know.
Finish this year, kind of like Tennessee.
See, the players, this generation ain't stupid. They ain't buying the whole state, make your university better. No, the players are like, no, they do their research and they've seen all the stories of college players getting done in. They learn from the past. This generation is just smarter. They have a record to look back on. So they're going to look out for number one. They're not going to go to a school. When they try to get to the NFL, they're not going to go to a school just because of their brand. Them days are pretty much gone. You got to show it on the field. And if you look at Florida, our recruiting, we have the top talent we have like top 15, top 13 talent on our team in the whole country. And we can't even get ranked. The players are like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that place? I'm not going there. See, they're not stupid. Like the fans are stupid, but the recruits ain't. The fans will believe whatever the talking heads say.
where you get some positive momentum. There's some mental momentum, and there's actual some physical momentum that you can use in this kind of show. And as you build these multi-year relationships with younger prospects, they're kind of willing to latch on and buy into it. They're not simply looking at it as FSU, oh, that's a program that once won a national title is now struggling to be 500. They're looking at it as, oh, I like, Coach so-and-so from FSU as well as Coach Norvell and, say, a coordinator. And, oh, look at what they did this year. They weren't any good against Georgia Tech, but, man, they were a lot better by the time the Duke game rolled around. They were progressing. And I like some of the young pieces that I got to see play this year. And they're playing young guys. And you can sell that to future classes and get a bump class. The issue is you usually get a slight bump class in year one, and then you try to build a very good bump class in year two. And by year three, it's kind of put up or shut up time if you're going to keep the momentum going. Well, circumstances have kind of eliminated bump class for year one for FSU and also eliminated the ability to build relationships that may be beneficial for year two. So, again, crappy year to be a first-year head coach. You don't have a ton of relationships in the immediate recruiting area, and that's a major drawback. And it's something they wanted to overcome.
Todd Pope, hit the link, man. It's your window right now.
I mean, they had a plan to attack.
I'm about to say, forget
They can't because circumstances don't allow. They're doing the best they can with the circumstances, but no in-person ability is going to reduce the ability to have success if it's not solely wins and losses on the field.
You went on the road as well, about an hour or so west of Tallahassee to Mariana, see Gadsden play.
I think that's
Joshua Farmer, FSU commit, plays for Gadsden. Real quick before you talk about Farmer and his performance on Friday, Chris, I wanted to throw out there when Josh was talking about Malik Bryant, and it reminded me of some conversations on the message board with FSU fans asking, is he a defensive end? Is he a stand-up linebacker? Is he an outside linebacker? I think you can have a similar conversation with Josh Farmer. Is he a defensive end or a defensive?
Good pursuit. I thought with Farmer, he's a kid that I've seen before and saw him now. He's certainly in much better shape. His body is so much better composed than it once was. He looked quicker on his feet. He's still not
Joshua Farmer,
a burner by any stretch. He's not a guy who's going to run an insane
He's still
speed
Florida
off
State.
that
He's still
10-second
no-blooded.
10-yard clip off the edge. I definitely want to turn to interior guy, and I like what his speed is for the interior. I think he's going to bulk up easily to 280 or so. He's about 250 plus right now. Darrell Williams, truthfully, is a guy who's more of a strong side defensive end type who may also be able to slide inside, but he can play either. I talked to both of them after the game. I took some photos of them. Talked to a couple other guys on the team and some people associated with the team.
Hey, Ty, you can't come in until you click the microphone settings. You got to connect your microphone and your there you go. I see you. Hold on a few minutes, y'all. Todd want to speak. Okay, here you go. What's up, Todd? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, hold on. Hello? Hello, Todd. Wait a minute. Maybe it's me. Hold on. Shoot. Todd, you there? I don't know if that's me or you. About to find out. Hello? About to find out. No, that's you, Todd. Todd, you ain't got no sound. Hello? Todd, you ain't got no sound, man. You might have to go back. That's you, Todd. Todd, you ain't got no sound. You might have to come back in. That's on your side. Yeah, that's on you. All right, we're going to go to Chris Thompson. Hit that like button, people. Then we're going to get some highlights. Hold on 1 minute, baby. You live with Turnt Talent, baby. Burnt with Turnt. Boy, star, the number one no better fan of no goddamn universe. It's your first time coming here. Hit that like button, subscribe. Y'all can get to the PayPal, get to the chat. I've been doing this for years, baby. I'm Florida State through and through. If it's your first time, Turnt Talent, nice to meet you. And say hello to the Turnt Talent Holics in the building. Show them a good time. That's what we do up in here. That's all we here for, is to have a good time and smoke one and be a no-blooded raw Seminole till the day we die. FSU football. Hold on. We're going to go to Chris Thompson. And this is good for me. I haven't heard Chris Thompson talk. So, okay, we're going to pause this real quick. We'll pause it for 2 minutes once I talk to Todd. I guess Todd got some stuff on his chest about he going again. Come on, Todd. Come on, Todd. You're killing us. All right, Chris Thompson. I haven't watched this yet. Let's see what he got to say. Is there sound? Okay, my bad, y'all. Hold on.
Good afternoon, Coach Thompson.
Chris, how you doing?
Good. I was wondering, how has the team handled just the switch of circumstances and kind of dealing with everything since Friday's news came about?
I think they've handled it great. The practice that we had on Saturday and then Sunday's practice, I think they've done a great job, shown a very mature approach. I think they, have a really great focus right now. We have a lot of great kids in our program, so wasn't surprised by their response. I think they're motivated and excited to get back on the practice field Tuesday.
Coach Norvell said that during practice yesterday, you guys were actually able to communicate. He could communicate with coaches. What was that like? How did that operation work?
Austin did a great job of getting all that set up, just from a technology standpoint, and literally coach was. He was positioned right behind the offense in some instances, maybe some other drills. We're able to get his eyes into any drill that he wants to be in. So, in a lot of ways, it was like having him out there. And that probably would have been something that was a little bit of a surprise a year ago. But with the way we've learned to operate on Zoom and the different things that we've been able to do, it's just another step in trying to let technology help you operate.
Hey, Coach, just wondering, in terms of the way you guys had been running your staff and team meetings up until this point, had you been doing a lot of that stuff on Zoom already, so that what's happening right now with Coach Norvell isn't that much of a change?
It's a great question. It really isn't much of a change. All spring, we operated that way with the team, and then even getting back in June, you still could not meet with the players in person, just because everything was so new and the rules that were in place. So I think for the players and us as coaches, it's really not a big deal at all. It's just kind of just roll with it and go, and I think it's going really smooth.
Coach Norvell has talked a good bit about the number of guys on staff who have head coaching experience in some capacity, the number of guys who have experience as offensive coordinator. When you're going through something like this, how much does something like that help, just having so many guys who kind of can step up and have experience in those roles?
Yeah, I think it helps a lot.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, Ty, you there? Hello? Yeah, you still ain't got no sound, Ty. It's your connection. All right, let's do this again. I don't know, your mic not connected right.
It helps me personally because I've been in this situation, and a lot of the other guys on staff, like you said, have either been head coaches or coordinators. So it's really not, that big of a transition for any of us, and we really all kind of expected things like this going into this season. We knew that things like this would probably happen, and we had talked about it, prepared for it. So it's really just a matter of now just implementing the plan and going forward.
Coach, with you being the acting head coach, is it your job to do your best Mike Norvell impersonation here up until the game, or do you have to be your own man?
I don't think I could do that even if I tried, but I, it's just, everybody's got their own personality, the way they approach things. And the great thing with this week is with the technology again and the opportunities that we have with Zoom, Coach is really still in front of the team. I mean, yesterday he ran the staff meeting and the team meeting virtually. So his voice, his influence is still the key thing out in front. My job is to, just fill in the gaps where I need to and work with the staff like we always do and do the best job we can of getting our guys ready to play and play at a high level. That's the bottom line.
Hey, Chris, you said everybody has their own personality and how they approach things. So what's your personality and how does that kind of differ from the way Coach Norvell approaches things?
I think personality-wise, coach is probably more a little bit more vocal than I am as a leader. But
so he ain't
tough
talking
ball games, tough situations that we both understand how we want the guys to operate. That's the most important thing.
So they both
understand
like
the situation.
I don't put I don't put that much weight in Norvell not coaching. I don't see it. It's gonna be so scripted anyway.
Before, but that's that's really what I'm most excited about this week is to see those guys go out and compete at a high level.
Hey, Coach. You mentioned how you guys had a plan in place in case this would happen, and you kind of assumed it would. But when Coach said that he called you guys virtually, and he said, "Hey, I've tested positive," did it kind of take you back for him?
Practice that was a little
not in the box. Tony probably being an extra set of eyes for you guys, and Dylan handling more of the play calling than normal with Mike being sidelined.
The difference. The great thing about Tony is he coached the tight ends at Memphis last year, so he's got this set of eyes, very familiar with what the tight end role is, and then with the big picture of the offense of what we're trying to get accomplished up there. That part of the communication will be smooth. He and Coach Dillingham have worked together, obviously with Coach Norvell.
He ain't got my energy.
I really
Not many do,
see
but
anything
he got my energy.
in that part of what we're doing on Saturday. That'll be really any
I hope he's
type
a hard
of big
ass
change,
or
to
something.
be honest. I'm excited about Tony getting that role.
Yeah, only scoring once.
Going back to practice, we've all been out there before and seen Coach Norvell and the energy he brings to practice. Was that part of it different? Not just having his voice and seeing him all over the field, and then is there a balance between maybe other coaches trying to fill that void versus doing something that's out of the ordinary for them?
I don't think so because I think Coach Fuller is obviously the leader of the defense, and they're used to his voice and how he does things. And Coach Dillingham does a great job leading the offense. Obviously, Coach Norvell's involved in all that, and JP with the special teams. I mean, I think our players are comfortable with all those voices and what's transpiring out there. And obviously, Coach brings a lot of juice to the practice. There's no question about that. But what I sensed last night is in practice is that I think we're all getting kind of used to feeling our way through situations.
Miami's defense is trash.
And man, it's exciting.
It's
an exciting challenge, really.
Oh, they know better than that, no, but don't worry about it.
Hey, Chris, you've been a head coach before, but this is going to be different Saturday. You're going to be the head coach of the Seminoles going at Miami in a game day game. What's that going to be like?
He get his one.
And it's going to be exciting. I've been a part of some really, really great rivalry games as a coach.
Can you hear me, Todd?
Growing up in Texas, following
I can't hear you,
Florida
Todd.
State, being a huge fan of Coach Bowden. Coach Gladden actually used to come out to Texas and recruit, and he would come clinic us.
All right, y'all, I'm done with that. Let's get to some highlights. This is sound like it's a bunch of coach speak. He ain't letting nothing out the bag. That's all that means. He not letting nothing out. He knows what it is. So he knows how important the game this is. They ain't letting nothing out. But Chubba Purdy out there practicing. I get Chubba Purdy 90% chance of starting. That's what that means. 90% chance of starting. He would have started last week. I told people that. He was pushing Blackman all the way to the end, and he a freshman. He was about to start. All right, Zen. We got some tape on Zen Mikowski. He's a offensive lineman offered by Florida State. We'll get some music too. Hit that like button, baby. Just a few highlights. Just a few highlights. Few highlights. Zach McCloskey junior season. Defensive end. Oh, he's defensive end, I'm sorry. Out of Florida Central High School. Floyd Knobs. Floyd Central High School, Floyd Knobs, Indiana. He's a defensive end. Zen Mikowski. Looking at Florida State. Offensive lineman and defensive end, I think. But I think Florida State is recruiting him as an offensive lineman, I'm assuming. That's fine. I'll find out. Oh. He needs some more weight on him, I think. Obviously. He needs some more size. I don't even know what his size is. Man, he's a mauler, though. I don't even know what his size is. I didn't even see the measurements. Yeah, Blackman only starting because he only started because Trouble got hurt. You know that now. Yeah, at least play like they want to win, right? Yep. Zach Mikowski. Offensive line. Offensive tackle there. He need more size. But he only a 2020. I think he's 2022. Yeah, 2022. So he just a junior here. He needs some more weight. But he getting offers in. Yeah, hell yeah, I would start Purdy this week. What's up, boo? Hell yeah, I would start Purdy. We went with Purdy last week. All right, let's go to Tyler Booker. Hold on. Yeah. All right, now with this guy, Tyler Booker. Hold on, I'm freezing up. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. With this next guy I'm about to show y'all, Tyler Booker. Remember the thing he said in the tape we listened to with the podcast? He said this kid, the kid was like happy because we had African-American coaches. I don't know that. He just came out and said it. So, but he want to see what we can do. So we after this kid, Tyler Booker. It's my first time seeing his tape. This is my first time. Hold on, I'll share it with you 1 minute. This is my first time seeing his tape. Tyler Booker. Never even heard of him, but he's getting. Yeah, start Purdy. Yep. Basically anybody but Blackman or guy, I guess is what I'm saying. You worried about his health. Well, they said he a week ahead. It will be 6 weeks. This Saturday will be 6 weeks against Miami because it takes him 6 weeks to get back. But they say he's a week ahead of schedule, 5 weeks. And it wasn't just because we worried about losing to Miami or nothing. It's just that he's ahead of schedule. So throw him in the game. He want to play. He feel like he make the decision end of the day. It could look bad on the program if he get. It's on his. He's a tough kid, man. It's on his. It's not even his throwing arm. What's up, No Nation? Stop starting stuff, man. Appreciate the donation. I don't know, but I have a feeling D-line will show up tally. I think so too, Panama Jack. Let me give it $2 to No Nation, baby. Let's go. Let's play this. And we'll get the Tyler Booker. Hold up. Beat Miami! Oh, no nation, you don't know. Watch the last 2 shows. It'll tell you what you need to do. Ha! I ain't know. Did you watch the last few shows? Like you ain't see if you ain't see that coming. If you ain't see that coming, man. My wife did weeks ago. All right. Y'all should have seen that. All right, let's get to Tyler Booker. And she barely even watched the show. Tyler Booker. Okay, here we go. He got sophomore highlights. Let's do this. I need help. Should I go to this game? That'd be rough, wouldn't it? Ain't that many people there, Papa. No, Nation. I'm just trying to like when things get over football and things is getting me distracted from it. And little groups forming and all that silly mess, man. And my heart's nothing but doing football. I ain't into all that other stuff, man. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm trying to be professional here. But people that have eyes, let them see, and ears, let them hear. Y'all was there the whole time. Shouldn't be that really hard. You just use your eyes. All right, Tyler Booker. Let's see what his measurement says. Junior defensive tackle. He's out of Bradenton, Florida. Okay. Oh boy, he looked like he could be something. Let's see what he got. Tyler Booker, y'all. 2023 class. Let's see what he got. Like hot pack catfish pouring a hot catfish out of a frying pan. We about to make Seminole Nation great. Oh, again. That's a big piece. God dang, boy. Robert Cooper ain't Robert Cooper. God dang. Woo! Ha! Oh. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Woo! Right, Mike. Right, Mike. Let's go. I'm a businessman. That's all. Wit Turnt, baby. Tyler Booker. That's a big name. I stay hot like a chain gang and woke like a phone ring. Who is it? Leave me alone, damn it, I'm busy. That boy's a beast. A beast covered in Afro grease. Get that? Oh, was that him that felt like that? Where he at? Okay, he over there on it. Oh, is this a block? Oh, he playing offensive. Oh yeah, he always get the Norvell like the guys that play tight end, can block, tackle, and end. Oh yeah. Oh, pancakes! Pancakes! Play that edge. Beat Miami. Beat Miami. JJ winning though. Believe that. Believe that. Have a good time. Let's go. This tape is weird. So I want to see him on defensive tackle. You know, defensive end, we all know that's where he get recruited from. Oh, dang, he was nasty. We know he getting recruited for defensive end or tackle. He got a mean streak on both sides, though. We need to win again, I know. All right, so we got one more. We got Malik Bryant. No Nation, we get it. Your love is love and kisses. I get it. Cut it out. Stop bringing it up. Stop bringing it up. Stop bringing it up. It's pointless. You brought it like 3-4 times. We get it. Hopefully I can hear this guy. Come on, Todd. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Todd, you good? I hear something. Right, Rose. You see what they doing. You see what's going on here. Okay, chill out. Don't use some people getting butt hurt now. We grown men. I hope we all men up in here. Move on. I did. My show. Wit Turnt is what it is. Wit Turnt is how it started off. Wit Turnt is how it's always gonna be goddamn is. Boy, stop. All right, let's go to Malik Bryant. Hey, Ty, you there? We got one more highlight. One more highlight. Malik Bryant. Malik Bryant. Malik Bryant. Let me make sure it's the right highlights. It's so many Malik. It's so many Malik Bryants. Let me see. Oh, here, it's right one. Okay, so he's out of Orlando, Florida, 2023 class outside linebacker. And then we'll call it a night, baby. Hit that like. Thanks, EMG. Thanks, EMG. You gotta be yourself. You gotta just be yourself, people. Just be yourself, people. That's all you gotta do. Nobody can mess with you. Just be yourself. That simple. Be yourself. Nobody can be me. It's impossible. All right, here we go. I'm gonna play this. It's the last highlights. TURNTTALLY highlights. Got a video, as I said before, coming out tomorrow night. Be on the lookout for the weekly video. I'm sure it's gonna get you laughing. And please hit that like. Of all times of the year, I don't ask y'all too much. Hit that like on this video. You can hit the like today, but please hit the one definitely tomorrow on the video. I'm gonna put in about 5 hours of work today, right after I get off of here. I'll put in about 2.5 here. Now I'm about to put in about 4 to 5 more to the sun up, the sun down, right? And I'm gonna have it for y'all ready for y'all tomorrow, Wednesday night. So, and when y'all watch it Wednesday night, I don't care if you hate the video, just hit the like to show appreciation, right? Because it'll help me out. It's during the season. I need the likes because, you know, in the off season, y'all can kind of just slide, but I don't really care because there ain't much of, you know, attention and energy towards college football. But if you hit the likes now, to propel me a little higher for new people to come to the channel, man. Y'all been doing a great job. My last one hit like about 800 views. Appreciate y'all, man. So y'all doing the damn thing. Y'all the TURNTTALLY Hollers. Y'all my support. I love y'all. I appreciate the love. I don't think I say it enough anymore. I do appreciate y'all, man. I'm getting kind of used to the success a little bit. So I gotta step back and be like, show appreciation to y'all. I don't show enough. I know y'all show me love and I know y'all actually care. And y'all real. You know what I mean? I need to show more appreciation than that. Because I'm getting a little bit fat from it. You know what I'm saying? And then the haters coming from all directions letting me know that this channel is taking off. And I appreciate y'all. I couldn't have done it without y'all, believe that, because nobody else helped me. All right, let's go. Those high ups they ain't called me. Ain't nobody of them called me up for after 3 years. Nobody ever called me to come on there, you know, like Rogers and all them. Nobody ever called me. I ain't ask, I ain't beg either, but at the same time, this is on my own. Appreciate you. Now let's get it. TURNTTALLY highlights. TURNTTALLY highlights. What? It's Malik Bryant, 2023 class. Let's go. Get that light. Oh, hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Be right back. All right. Technical difficulty, just a little bit of technical difficulties. We'll get back to Malik Bryant. Hold on. We'll get back 1 minute. Hit that like. I've been having issues with my computer today for some reason. All right, here we go. Your last one, Dole Nation. Dole Nation, bring it on one more time. I'm blocking. Don't say it no more. Don't bring it up, man. Killing the goddamn vibe up in here. Boy, stop! All right, believe Brian. He on it. Oh, goodness, goddamn! Oh, yeah. This thing is pissing me off. It's being a pain. Oh, you gonna play the last few seconds. Just hold on, B. I want y'all to see my son in a minute. Just show him now. Just show him now. Because it's being stupid. Do you want to, or do you want to wait?
It's fine. It's not a big deal.
I'm trying to finish these last highlights. Hold on. Bye, bro. I think you might be him. I think you might be him. Nose Nation. You're not fooling me with a name like that. Oh, you're gonna block me for that? Yeah, you're a female. Yeah, I don't want Bussy around my channel. Good Lord. Good God. I hope you guys get married and get back together. Oh, Bussy juice. My wife right here, man. She gonna think I'm cheating on her or something with a dude. Y'all some Bussy boys. God dang, I can get away from me. Let me put get away from me, Bus. God dang, y'all some pussy boys. You see this drip? God dang, bro. I'm married. My wife right here. God damn, that might be Pope. God damn. God dang, a goddamn woman. All right, here we go. I got X. The sex was too good. Leave me alone. Boy, stop! All right, there you go, Edward. So he's a playmaker then. JJ, cut it out. All right. Look at them haters. Yeah, them haters, man. They haters. They want down with me. They try to like take the spot of the worker man. That's all. Same old game, don't work. You gotta put the work in to get to this. You gotta put work in. You can't be begging at people. You gotta work. I done showed and proved. I don't put the work in. I show and improve it. Look at that. Nice. No. Love. Wrong. Oh, he run that thing. He run that thing. Malik Bryant, y'all. Malik Bryant. So Malik Bryant, let me give y'all a rundown. I'll get off that stuff. This is Malik Bryant. Yes, sir, that's fine. All right, Malik Bryant. Pussy juice. Go over there with the other pussies, man. I don't care. Go cry over there or something, man. Pussy juice. Straight. I smell pussy. My wife say so. That's not what it is. I smell pussy. Oh, cut back on him. Malik Bryant do it like that. Wait, y'all, I'm just trying to get his I got work to do. I can't stay on much longer. I got work to do when I get off of here. Yeah, he fast. Yeah, he's small but fast. His crystal ball projection 2023 class. Probably Florida State right now. He's out of Bradenton, Florida. Boston College, Miami, Florida, Georgia, Florida State, Washington, IMG Academy. Oh, he can play out. He plays outside linebacker and offense. Okay, he plays both sides. So I guess the beginning of the video was where he's going to play. Talented. And he played running back too. Very talented. Very talented. Oh. Yeah, was his face small too though? That boy in Kansas City, he's small. He can be small and be really good. Oh, he run that thing hard. He don't run like his size. They don't even want to touch him. Look, that quarterback's garbage. All right, y'all. With that, I gotta get to work. Here go my son. My son on here. Get my son on here. One more time, Todd. One more time, Todd. Todd, you there? Todd, you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't stay on long.
Yeah, I
What's
hear
up,
you
man?
loud and clear.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, not much. Nothing. I had my camo Florida State hat because I represent the Midwest no fan. You know what I'm saying? Because I live in Illinois.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up?
So anyway, yeah, I'm from the Midwest. I'm
Breaking up. Hello? Try again next. Try again. I'll let you come on Thursday. Just try and get your sound right. And you can come on Thursday with me and one day, like during the middle to the end of the show or something. I'll let you come in. Just you to make it up because I can't stay on long and I got to get to work. You there?
Yeah, me too. I got to get to work too. Yeah. I think what they're trying to do, and I'm sitting here thinking about it. I think Florida State's going to come out with a surprise, and they're not going to tell the media because the media is only going to tell one side of the story. You think you're going to tell everybody if Chubba's going to play?
Right. Yeah, Chubba have to definitely. That would add a little extra electricity into the team and in the fan base. We need it. It'll add some juice.
Yeah.
We need the juice. Yeah, it would be perfect.
I think they should put Jordan. Yeah, I think they need to put like Jordan Travis in the running back sometime. Get him in somehow in the offense.
Yeah, like
Run some trick plays with him.
you mean RPO? Like because he looking more explosive than our running backs are. So just put him in the RPO. Yeah, we got to mix it up. But if you got
oh, but
you would have to put Jordan in because Chubba, you want to work in Chubba slow. So you don't want Chubba to get all the reps. You know what I mean? Like a 2-1. But it would make sense to put Chubba in first and then work some RPO, mix it in with it. Two mobile quarterbacks would be pretty. That'd be pretty tough on the defense. And fresh too. You keep kind of fresh. But we'll see, man. I'm not too worried about scoring points. I'm looking at the key to the game is going to be our defensive line versus their offensive line. I think that's going to win the game. Special teams, we should be better than them. But I think our defense, the real matchup is going to be our defense against their offense. And I feel good about our chances. So we'll see. You there? All right, Todd. I got to go, Todd. Hold on. Say, hey, Todd, I'll let you back in Thursday if you want. Look at. You gotta do is let his hair out. Like you had it braided one side and puffed out. He took it out.
No, he took it out.
Oh, damn. It was so cute. I wish I would have seen the way his hair was all braided up. It was braided like cornrows on one side and the fro was out on the left. Boy, he was so cute, man. She took it out. Say hi, bye, everybody. You camera shy? You camera? It's like children know they being watched by a bunch of people. It's weird because when it's just us, me and you, he can sense it. Because when it's like me and you, he just whatever, right?
Yeah.
He'll dance, whatever. When I put him in front of it, it's like he can sense it.
Hi, everybody.
It's weird. Hey, everybody. Say hey. Say hey, TURNTTALLY Say beat Miami. Where you at? Let me get this off the screen. Say loud. Beat Miami.
Beat Miami.
Miami is bussy.
Miami is bussy.
Say go north.
Say boy stop.
Boy stop.
No, do it.
Boy stop. Do it.
Boy stop.
And then the wife, she gonna be singing today. Take it away. Yeah. Thank y'all, man. We having a good time, man. Appreciate the love. I got work to do. I can't stay on BS with you today. I got work to do. To get y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like on that video tomorrow, please. Thank y'all for joining us, man. TURNTTALLY here and it don't stop. It's your boy TURNTTALLY, the #1 no-blooded fan of the no-blooded universe. And if you think you know somebody better than me and doing this, what is this? It's real windy out today, y'all. There's a lot of breeze out here in Australia. I apologize, internet, for this show today. Let's go. And it don't stop. Shout out to everybody. Shout out Panama Jack. Shout out to Boyce Bussy. He gonna go back crying until somebody that I'll pop this Bussy knows nation, whatever that is. Ken Trip, EMG, Rose, Panama, Dana King, boom. That's weird. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I gotta have this right before I leave up out of here. Oh, that's playing perfect now. Oh, okay. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. Oh, his computer's messing with me. Oh, you messing with me. We gonna get this right. We gonna get this right. God damn it. All right, shout out everybody. Taylor King. I'm about to throw this computer through the wall. Hurry up! Thanks, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No blood raw. Beat Miami. Burt Wit Turnt. Burt Wit Turnt. Burt Wit Turnt. Shots fired, play. Shots fired, play. Waking up from the drop bones like you better give me that. Who is with me, huh? Bring your whole city right. Over here we burn altars and rise like a chimney. Set up a holy right, sanctuary. Easy like 1, 2, 3, wisdom plus God equals me. We love Jesse. Filter Naisha. How with my power racing my lion heart. Now I'm a free. Shots fired back. Shots fired back. Waking up from the drop bones like you better give me that. Torn out and rocket. So fast and place. Walking around and moving heavens out of place. Hey, we shaded 4 degrees. Slow me down, just please. I'm walking over dry ground. Y'all show all go down. Can't drown with no now. In the arc, chopping it up. Watch your fire rate on now. Jacob, collar now. Missiles count down. Blow. Sit the living waters when I'm walking with you by the drown. Ashes and ashes. Dust to dust. To the deep end you go. I'm drowning you to the mirror. What's my beauty? Shot fire back. Shot fire back. Waking up from the drop bones like you better get it there. Who is with me? Bring your whole city right. Over here we burn altars and rise like a chimney. Firstborn to Jesse. For those transgressions I'm bruised, taking the breath out of Philistines and here to see your refuge. Shot to the body, okay? Shot to the body. It's a victory war party. Free shots for everybody. Shofar enforcement. Hamstring in your horses. I'm yelling timber, crushing your Jericho forges. Alright, take us my body. Towards tsunami. You gon' stop me killing newcomers like salami eyes. Swagger from Davis throne. Body count raising by the jawbones. Good waters out, it's the sun and I'm coming home. Now show off one and red. Even the trail of Egypt is dead.
and guilty as charged. Just look at the mark on my forehead. This is my nature. What I get on my paper, I'm screaming yes or no till I fall. That's to the traitors. Well, my elect that baby. Blessed and Roman spices. We game for free. Prophetical smoke that chosen Messiah. Shots fired back. Shots fired back. Wake it up from the trombones like you better get it. And who is with me, huh? Bring your whole city right. Over here we burn altars and rise like a chimney.